Marbs here. Welcome to Intellivision Sunday. Before I hand things back over to GamerGhostDad, just want to remind folk, console modding is not for everyone, and if you're not an experienced console modder, it's probably best left to the unprofessionals. There are a number of resources within the Intellivision community that are more than happy to help you mod your Intellivision and get the most out of it. So, without further ado, let me turn things back over to Ghost Gamer Dad, and he will take the wheel.
Hello, welcome to Gamer Ghost. This is Gamer Ghost Dad, and we are on the Gamer Ghost Modelsman journey, Intellivision journey, as we mod the Sears Super Arcade into the Ultimate system. In our past video, we took apart the system. In this video, we're going to work to take apart the metal shielding and start looking at what we need to do for our cap recapping. So I have a desoldering gun here, which makes the job tremendously easier. You could use a soldering iron and a soldering blade as well, but I find that this just makes it much easier to get everything hot enough and to soak up the solder. You heard me testing a little bit ago. You can hear the vacuum running, you can hear the air going through. So what I'm going to do is there's all these little tabs along the way. I'm going to heat them up and remove some of the solder and kind of go from there. So let's get started. These are like little tabs. So once we kind of get the majority of the solder off, very careful. And this works a lot better for surface mount, but it does the trick here. Just getting enough off that I can get a screwdriver underneath and plop these out. This one actually looks pretty loose. It doesn't look like it has anything. We'll warm it up a little bit. See if we can get anything out of it. Now this one's the real hard one. This is where all of the pins are kind of connected. The ground pins are connected to the ground pins of the cartridge slot. So this one I'd like to just heat up and give it a pull if I can. We might come back to this one. It is tough. We don't want to hurt the soldering of the item, so let's come back to that one. Let's get this top shell off and then I'll come back to that. I do remember that being the most painful area. So, keep going. On this side. We're just getting the majority of it. We will not probably be keeping this case. We're removing the RF modulator. Some of the shielding should now be gone, largely. It's hard to do. Right now I have my soldering gun set at about 760 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can see I'm still getting quite a bit of resistance. So, okay. Now we're on the back side here. Alright, I think we've got everything well enough, except for a cartridge port. I'm trying to watch my ribbon cable. Just make sure. Okay, let's see. Just making sure I still have some suction. I don't need to clean that out right away. Let's see how far we got. Let me pull a couple things out here and let's see how we did. So an easy way is just to kind of take something like these cutters and just kind of get underneath. And if you've gotten most of the little size, it should just come right open. So that's the easiest way I found to kind of deal with this. And just take your cutters, see if you can get underneath, and for the most part, if you got the solder disconnected, you can at least get one side. There you can see one that's out a little bit. Okay. That one too. There's a lot of solder underneath it. There we go. Okay. Now we have this. I am inclined to just gently snip along the edges of this if I can, but I really don't want to hurt any of the pins here. So let me see where I ended up in terms of getting this apart first. Okay. Came right apart. Just have this right here. And there's no magic easy way to do this. At least we got to the main board. In fact, you know, I may opt, well, no, we definitely need to get underneath the board, but oh wow, that was so nice and clean. We do see a common place of failure here on this board where the burn marks are. These tend to go bad and often need replacing. So I'll see if I have any of those in hand and see if we can get those preemptively replaced as well. But you can see the caps, different caps on the board. Compared to the Intellivision 2, there's quite a few. You can see the RF modulator. This one looks nice and clean. It's not corroded at all. It was putting out a pretty nice clean signal. So yeah, this looks pretty nice. Let's work on getting the bottom off. So I'm going to set the top shell aside. So again, might take a little bit of convincing to slowly move each of these pins away. I'll try to do this without having to desolder everything again. I think we mostly have it. Except for the cartridge. There you can see that's starting to come apart. Now let's figure out what we want to do about this. Kind of set it up like a T2 here. See if I can get a little bit of heat and pull these things apart. There we go. That worked pretty well. All right. So that worked pretty well. We just heated along the line and slowly gave a little bit of pressure, and that was able to pull everything apart. Ideally, we don't need to separate the solder from that. Again, looking at the bottom here, you can see the point of failure where these items just get really, really hot. And that's only in the Intellivision 1 board item. Super Arcade is included with that. But yeah, so there's the metal case removed. And as mentioned, we will probably not put this back on, put that shell back on. We might put some caption tape on a few key places. For this moment, it shouldn't need anything. So, next step, we'll go through and we'll switch out desoldering. Well, actually, I might leave it out because we will actually be removing our caps, and the desoldering iron will work excellent for that. So, let me get everything else laid out here, and we can work on that.